King Dog Rock, Makaveli Tu.
What's happening? What's poppin'? It's your boy King Dog Rock Makaveli Tu. We're live behind the scenes making the album African American Samurai Eternally, featuring and co-starring, in fact, exclusively starring your boy, the author of the album, King Dog Rock Makaveli Tu. And basically about my biography and my background, people have been asking about my roots. I was born in London, 1986, May 23rd, and I've been around the world with my family because we travel a lot. And I've been to the United States of America where I was raised, growing up with my siblings and my family. I've been to the UK where I was born. I've been to Bahamas, Singapore, and in Africa I've been to Cameroon, Ghana, and of course Nigeria, and a bunch of other countries, including Jamaica. Yeah, we stayed there through my childhood growing up. And basically, it's a long story about why I'm bringing the perceptions that I'm bringing through my music platform and the messages that I portray. And basically, there's a lot of like revolutionary, thought-provoking lyrics where my music is concerned, and this is because we are people who have been mentally awakening. We have been mentally awakened, excuse my language, yeah, from earlier on in my childhood, basically because of what we've been through. My dad met my mom in Nigeria. That was before I was born, obviously, a bunch of years ago, and they fell in love and they got married. And basically my father, he's from Idiato North local government, Imo State, Aaron Dizog, and his father is the Eze of Aaron Dizog, a whole community basically in the Imo State of Nigeria. His father, that's my grandfather who's late now, was a king of that community. So my dad basically is from a rich home, you know what I mean? And my mom's mother is from Cameroon. Basically, her father is also from Imo State, so she happened to be in Nigeria at the time, and they met, and they fell in love, they got married. My big bro was already giving birth to. We went to the UK, that was where my mom was pregnant with me, and I was giving birth to over there. And somewhere down the line, my mom started to go through an abusive relationship with my pops, and he was beating her all the time. He was basically into drug abuse. He was taking the drugs that he used to deal with, and was very abusive. And his whole siblings and family basically also perpetuated this domestic violence. They even supported and were part of the domestic abuse in my mom's marriage until after a bunch of years, my mom summoned up the courage and left him with I and my siblings. Now she's given birth to 3 boys and 1 girl. That's my little sis, who's the last born. So we left to Mexico, and from Mexico, basically we were in Jamaica first, after Nigeria, then Mexico, then back to the United States, and it's been like that ever since. We've been traveling the world. Been to Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, just like I said before. So during our travels, that's where we had a mental awakening, and we realized that religion altogether is a farce. Both Islam and both Christianity, these were borrowed cultures from white colonial abusers who came and took advantage of the hospitality of Africans and really messed up with our heritage being Africans, because the fact of the matter is we are the parents of humanity, so we should be the ones to perpetuate and explain history to all other races on this earth, because basically we are the gods and landlords of this earth. We the black race, the brown skinned, melanin toned people. And why I say this is because it's been scientifically proven that our fossils are the oldest to be found on planet Earth. You know what I mean? So basically, the Caucasoid race, the white folks, only came as old as religion has been on planet Earth. They've only been here about 5,000 years ago. And we black people are as old as 3.2 million years. There's not even a proper estimate of how many millions of years we black people, we the brown skin tone, melanin gods and goddesses, have actually inhabited planet Earth. You know, so all life started from us. There's no way that our offspring, being the white race or the Asians or the Arabs, can tell we who have already been inhabiting planet Earth for millions of years how we existed. It's impossible because they weren't here to see who was our first ancestor. And our first ancestor, of course, was a woman, being the black goddess. And that is the mother and the first true ancestor, the first true god of all humanity was the black woman, followed by we, her offspring, the black gods, the black man. You know what I mean? So basically these are things that I really delve into in my album, African American Samurai Eternally. So stay tuned and locked on to the website, youtube.com/Mr. Thug Rock. And on Instagram, it's King Thug Rock Makaveli 2. Make sure you stay tuned. There's a lot more content and thought-provoking lyrics from my 39-track album that's coming through for all my fans out there worldwide. So make sure you stay faithful to the channel and just keep on supporting. And basically this new album is not just going to be about the rap like I said before, because here is where I really delve into my multiplicity of characteristics, being in the fact that I can also sing like Chris Brown, and when I rap I sound exactly like Tupac. So it's not just about me being revolutionary in the sense that Tupac was, but also about the fact that I'm multi-talented enough to be able to sing and represent a different side of him that wasn't represented during his era, which is the fact that I sing like Chris Brown. So there's a lot both for my female fans around the world and also for my male supporters, everybody. There's something that people can relate to on this album, both entertainment wise and educationally as well, most especially because my album is here to give African people a sense of belonging, you know what I mean? So just stay tuned. There's a whole lot that I can't really explain it all in this segment of behind the scenes for the album that's coming, but basically for you to really understand the personality of King Thug Rock Makaveli 2, you just have to cop the album, check the website, that's www.youtube.com/Mr. Thug Rock, and stay tuned to the Westside California American boss taking over worldwide. And basically about my inspirations, people been asking and they want to know like who are the people who inspired my way of thinking and my music altogether. It's my fellow artists and fellow revolutionaries such as myself, both in music and in other societal aspects of life, and people that I looked up to growing up. There's so many in number, but to call a few, I listened to Bob Marley and of course the legendary Tupac Amaru Shakur himself. I also been a good listener of Fela Kuti. I followed DMX growing up, Ja Rule, 50 Cent, Bone Thugs and Harmony. There's so many of them. Nipsey Hussle, recent, and even XXXTentacion to a certain level, though he wasn't as revolutionary to the degree of the other artists that I listened to. And then in societal like issues with regards to revolutionaries that have inspired my thought-provoking way of thinking, I'd say Malcolm X was one of them, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, and Kwame Nkrumah from Ghana, Patrice Lumumba. There's so many of them, but you can see all these elements of the people that have been an inspiration to my album when you listening to the record. So make sure you keep on supporting your boy and be a very dedicated supporter of my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Mr. Thug Rock. Westside, watch out for your boy. Westside, King Thug Rock Makaveli 2. Oh, and also about like R&B artists that have been an inspiration to me. Of course, I cannot forget the Honorable Chris Brown, Rihanna. I listen to Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, so many of them. Jean Echo, Celine Dion, Michael Jackson. There's a whole lot of them. Acorn. There's a whole lot. So just stay tuned to King Thug Rock Makaveli 2, the American, African god and boss worldwide. Why I say that Africans are gods and goddesses is because we the only race that has the melanin tone in our DNA. And not just that, it's been scientifically proven that Because we the African people have the Eve gene, which is the melanin tone, we are the only race that when a brown and a brown skin tone person, male and female, have intercourse, we produce every other race, both the white race, Asians, Caucasians, Mongoloid, whatever, Caucasoid, they all come from the black race. But you can't hear where a white person and a white person would make love and then they give birth to African people. So this is how it's been scientifically proven that we are the first generation people and the true ancestors of humanity. So watch out for more thought-revealing and thought-provocative lyrics, and stay tuned to the album and the YouTube channel from your boy King Thug Rock Makaveli Tu. Peace out.